And picturing you growing up, like I didn't know you. I know
Right.
you. I know you from today. I know that confident guy, open guy, fun loving guy. I didn't know what your childhood was like. I always figured this is a guy that probably went to band camp, probably was the lead singer, and yet you're telling me really growing up, you were in the closet. You didn't
Mhm.
come out till later, which is a surprise to
Well,
me.
later in
Yeah.
the sense, I think to family and stuff, I would say
Yes.
like fully out. But like obviously, I had great friends that knew from a younger age.
At what age did you know? Like, did you really know? You feel?
Oh, I feel like you know what when people ask that, I feel like when I look back on that,
Yes.
it's I didn't know what I was feeling then, right? So
Right.
to pinpoint it, I wouldn't say that it was anything about knowing at a certain age. I think it was coming to the age of realization and understanding what these feelings were. So I would have to say, obviously, like probably 12, 13, when everyone else kind of figures out
Mhm.
sexuality in itself or has any feeling about it. But, obviously, looking back on it, it's definitely much younger. But just understanding it, I definitely say probably around 13. But I had a lot of girlfriends, okay?
And if you look at your Instagram, the
But
girls
I mean
love
like
you.
actual girlfriends
Yes.
and for years at a time. So, and I don't want to discredit them at all in any way because it had
No.
nothing to do with them. Like I ran into one of my exes at a club. I was talking to my partner about this. I would say maybe like 4 years ago, and I almost went home with her. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a spectrum still at the end of the day as well.
What I love about sexuality in this day and age, for so many, it's fluid. There
It
is,
is, yeah,
and the whole idea LGBTQ, like the
yeah.
whole thing is that you know you can put a label if you like,
Hmm.
but it
You don't have
evolves.
to,
But
yeah.
it evolves. It's what you're feeling in the moment. It can evolve, and not having to feel the constraint. But part of being here today, and I love that you share your story, you inspire others. I can't tell you how many times, Johnny, I've seen growing up, even in the year 2022,
Yeah,
people, and you look into their eyes, you know that they're in the closet. You
for sure.
know
Yeah,
that they are trapped. They're not enjoying what they're doing,
yeah.
but they feel this need. Usually, it's from family side
It usually 100%
and
always usually
society
is.
pressures, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And how many times when people have actually come out, and then I've spoken to parents of open children, and they said, "I knew, I
Right,
didn't want to say anything. I figured they would come on their own time, but it's a
right,
chicken and egg thing.
right,
If they had shown more support earlier
right.
on, right?
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, like, you know what? Perfectly being honest, like, even with,
Mhm.
like, I'm very close with my mom, and I don't think there's anything more she could have necessarily done.
Yes.
But also, maybe when I think about it, yeah, maybe it was that line of disciplinary and child, and maybe if it was more of a friendlier relationship, maybe I would have felt more comfortable at a younger age. But there's still that disciplinary disappointment aspect of it, I think, that negated me from doing that at a younger age.
And it blows my mind that somebody can birth a child, bring them into this earth, they find their path,
Hmm.
and then they'll say, "I'm sorry, there's something wrong with you. This is
Right.
not my child." And it's like people not understanding that whole thing. They say, "Oh, who influenced you? Why are you doing this?"
Right.
People don't understand how you're born, how you feel, and allowing the child to progress that way. And people that can disown their own children because of their choice of their
Right.
orientation is a
Right.
really, really sad reality, but it's still there.
It happens all the time,
Yeah.
and no matter how far we go, obviously, it is getting better. I think as every generation progresses, it is getting better in terms of providing a safe space for different people in any capacity. But it's that same was it nature versus nurture argument, right?
Yeah.
I'm always going to go over the nature side, but I don't have any scientific proof, and neither do you. So,
I've come to people and I've told them, look, let's say whatever your background, you're Italian, you're Portuguese,
mhm,
Russian, whatever it is, and you don't like somebody because of their sexual orientation. How would you feel if somebody didn't like you because of your choice of religion or your
right,
choice of ethnicity? If you don't like that, guess what? You're doing the exact same thing. And we're allowing the stereotypes and the hatred to continue. And there's so much hardness in this world. I wish people would just let go of that
yeah.
and let
Well, I
people
mean,
be.
that's also just that's a very universal puzzle piece, right? And my thing is, like, I'm tired of this rhetoric of you're wrong. I'm tired of everyone telling someone they're wrong. Even if you disagree with them, it doesn't make them wrong.
Mhm.
Same with political views, religions, and it's someone's truth, right? And to discredit and say it's wrong, yes, obviously there's facts, but it's really what do you believe in, right? And who's to say, I could tell you, you could be raised your whole life and been told the color green is blue, but everyone else thinks it's blue. Like it's not. That's just subjective. My thing is, as long as your beliefs do not hurt anybody or have any ill intent towards anyone or a group of people, then let that be that, right? And I'm just tired. I really wish we would listen to each other a lot more now and have come from a place of understanding more so, because I'm tired of this right and wrong argument. We see it every day. PC versus liberal. You see it religion versus religion. Like it's constant. But why not listen? Everyone's like, oh well, he's like this, but he's different because. Well, why does that matter?
If you really put it down to it and you take the labels across, they're all the same.
We're all
Whatever it is.
just people.
Right.